안녕하세요. CryptoviralTV의 크립토 벤저 원입니다.
안녕하세요, 옹입니다.
일단 소개 여기서 시작하시죠. 들어가시죠. Hey, what's up guys? This is Eric from CryptoviralTV and I'm here with two people today from two separate companies, separate entities. We have here 이신혜 대표님 who is the CEO of GBIC in Korea.
Let's say partner.
Partner.
It's a partnership
Perfect.
company.
Yes, that's true. I'm sure I'm gonna have her introduce herself anyway, and we have here who is one of the lead developers of Cortex. Am I correct?
The founder.
The founder of Cortex. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
It's okay.
Point that out. Introduce yourself.
I'm the CEO of Cortex Labs. My name is Ziqi Chen.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinhye Lee, the partner and 한국 대표 of GBIC. GBIC is global crypto fund based in New York and China and also Korea. And then we help our projects. We first invest in projects, blockchain project, and then we help them to accelerate so that they can be successfully grow and then make meaningful impacts in the industry. And the Cortex is one of our investment portfolios as well.
To our viewers, could you try to, as simply as possible, for the people who don't understand blockchain, explain Cortex and your project and your vision?
Well, that's pretty challenging.
Yeah.
To explain to people who don't know blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
There is, so when Google interviewed the interviewees, they ask, explain ad network to kindergarten, 5 years old people, kids.
So what Cortex will do is to bring AI models on the blockchain. And the blockchain, as we know, is the new technology to distribute all the ledger and the smart contract things or the network. So no third party can stop or interference with the execution of the block. So all the data is transparent and immutable. So what we are doing is put AI model on blockchain, and within smart contract, people can make a lot of fancy things. So the smart contract will be smarter.
And it'll be an actual smart contract that thinks on its own. That's brilliant. But you spoke of AI. AI and blockchain are going hand in hand when it comes to future technology. But what type of AI are we speaking of in forms of, are we thinking of like the actual, are we talking like science fiction AI to the point of like, for example, there's Sophie. I'm sure there'll be an image up here currently of who Sophie is. Are we talking that kind of advanced AI, or are we just not ready for that yet? Or is it just simple task building AI? Can you expand on that?
Yes. The artificial general intelligence is not ready now, as what you said. The pretty futurist things like behave like a human being is not ready yet in the AI in their own domain. So more practical speaking, I would say some specific AI model. For example, some people are already using AI functionalities, but they might not aware of that. Like you use like a facial recognition to unlock your phone. It's a typical daily use functionality. So what we will do is to bring those things on blockchain. I think that's good enough for start point. In future, at a certain point, if people in the AI domain can figure out a way to fully simulate what human
Yes.
will be, of course, our blockchain will accommodate for this goal.
You spoke of AI, and the biggest question in any industry is unawareness, and it's true. We have AI, we have tons of AI in our cell phones. I mean, whether it's IoT networks and things like that. But it's the decision-making skills that make it a little bit different and apart. But can you give an example of a form of AI technology that would be used? Because my question is bandwidth and storage. Can the blockchain servers handle that?
Sure. The typical AI model for a consumer level use, it ranged from like a couple of megabytes to up to gigabytes. So in the Cortex blockchain, we have a storage layer to store all the models. We are not going to deal with like models used for like a medical domain. That's one single model can reach like 40 gigabytes.
Yeah.
That's not possible. We will only deal with like 10 or like 20 megabytes size model. So we store it online, and within each 4-node, I assume people are familiar with the 4-node. That's a 4 copy of the blockchain ledger book on each computer. You know? So on the 4-node, each computer, say they have 1 terabyte storage, they can still store a lot of AI models. So what we will do is make the model inference get a deterministic result and get consensus within smart contract. That's our focus.
Before I move on, I'm going to ask you about what is your consensus model currently? POS.
We will do a POW from a very old-fashioned way. POW.
Jump.
Oh yes, jump POW. Of course. Yeah, jump POW is one kind of POW. So basically, the POW algorithm have different algorithms.
Yes.
Like Bitcoin use SHA-256.
Yes.
Ethereum use Dagger Hashinator, then they call ET hash.
Yes.
And the Zcash and the Bitcoin Gold use Equihash.
Yes.
So basically what we will do is collect a set of hash functions and all this kind of algorithm. So for every block, so we might use a certain block, we use this algorithm, next block we use another algorithm. So by doing this, I think more people can join in the mining, and it's no longer a centralized, ASIC mining rate, big mining farm. So basically, it's pretty anti-ASIC.
Wow, that's a jump POW.
Jump POW.
Wow.
This came up with a new concept. No.
Check it out, jump POW. It's wow. I try to do a lot of research on consensus and on my own. I'm not a developer, but I do read a lot and do a lot of research. And wow, jump POW is the first one. I'm gonna have to do a segment on that. Thank you so much for your introduction. Last question. This is probably the question that everyone's gonna ask is, I know that your pre-sale is going. Am I correct? The pre-sale is no. Sorry. Yeah, the pre-sale. Oh, Cortex is completely listed. Oh, sorry. I think I got it confused with Content Box. Tune into that video later. How successful would you say was your pre-sale, and how many tokens were issued at what cost?
Oh yes, our pre-sale is very successful. Actually, the whole process only takes a couple of days. So got fully funded. So the next question.
Oh no, how many tokens were issued?
Oh okay. Regarding the token model in the private sale, they issued 60 million.
60 million tokens.
Cortex coins. We raised the funds 40K Ethereum. So the price for pre-sale rank is 1 Ethereum convert to 1,500 Cortex coin.
Just to add, Bitmain is one of the investors,
Yes,
and
so-
including also FBG Capital and GBIC.
Yeah.
So we are very proud of Cortex.
Thanks. This is a perfect intro. Actually, this is kind of the link that I wanted. So you spoke that GBIC was a crypto fund, but you guys are also kind of different from the traditional investment fund type model in the fact that you guys are also an incubator for your projects like Cortex. How and why? As in, let me expand on that. That's actually a very broad question. How, as in, how do you help them expand, and in what ways? Whether it's marketing or research or helping them get more developers, and why, as in, what is your standard for picking out companies like Cortex and for you investing in that fund?
So you asked me question on investing and how we choose our project to invest in, and how or why we focus on accelerating the project. So the first question that you asked, how we decide. I think the blockchain crypto investing is very similar to seed or angel investing. When you do angel investing, you look at the team and their vision and their capability and resilience to work on the problem that they are passionate about, and then like how they can deliver it. And I think being blockchain or the crypto industry being very nascent and young, I think naturally we have to really focus on the team and also their potential and capability to work on. And just going back to the Cortex, Zipsy has been the miner from 2012 or 2011.
13.
Okay. So going back to Cortex.
That's still a long time. 2013. That's
Yeah.
5 years, guys. This industry is only 9 years old. 5 years. That's a long time.
Yeah. So yeah, going back to Cortex, Zipsy has been a miner in the industry from 2013, and his passion and his knowledge in the industry really stood out among other projects. So again, like going back to your question, the team and their attitude and resilience and their vision are very important. And why we think the accelerating is really important. Again, like with blockchain and crypto, with blockchain industry being very globalized in nature, it becomes really important to do really well on the marketing and PR, and then community management, and also the like partnerships with different key players, and so it's very important, and just being able to help them in different markets, localize their strategy, go-to-market
Korea,
strategy.
China, US, yeah.
Yeah, it's very important. So we actually established JV between FBG Capital and GBIC. This is a pure blockchain consulting firm called Block72, and then we help our project through Block72.
I'm going to ask you for an interview on Block72 later because we're running a little bit out of time.
Sure.
So GBIC and Cortex, you guys heard the intros. They're both companies that you guys should all look forward to and look into. Do your research, DoD. And let's say bye. We're going to say bye in Korean to that camera. Prove us right. 감사합니다. So it's thank you in Korean. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
감사합니다.